Hi there, this is Tony and Sage Robbins. We hope you enjoyed.
This is Sage, I'm Tony.
We hope you enjoyed the movie we sent you, and this is officially Valentine's week. So we thought it'd be fun to just share any of your goofy, silly dating moments, your blunders. We've certainly had many. We thought we'd share a couple of ours, but send them in to us. We thought it'd be fun and playful.
She thought it'd be fun and playful. I'm a guy. So, but if you want to know embarrassing moments dating, I'll give you one of mine, you give one of yours,
Okay,
and then
done.
please send us yours. And then also at the end of this, what we'd love to do is if you have any questions this week, and so many questions get offered us, we decided this week is kind of like a little gift back. This is our Valentine's week, is also our 10th anniversary, which we're pretty excited about. So our gift back is going to be to answer those questions on the video blog. So send us your questions. We're going to find out which ones would seem to be the most consistent or the hottest or the most unique. And we'll give you back some answers this week as well. So, embarrassing moment, I'll go first since, it was your idea. Probably one of my most embarrassing moments is, I was a little guy. I was 5'1" when I was in high school, but I was rather round. And so when I was 17, I was so hungry to, transform my life. I started working out, and I grew a little bit. And so by the time I'm 18, man, I've really felt like I've buffed myself out. This is 1978, and I see John Travolta in a really emotional picture that you probably recall that had something to do with dancing. And sure enough, I thought, I'm going dancing, man. I'm going to Hollywood. I'm going to go to Westwood. I'm going to the main area. I'm going to find the most beautiful woman. I'm somebody now. I'm going to make this thing happen. So I'm trim, I'm fit, I'm strong, I've lifted, and I go get, the perfect 1978 outfit, if you can picture that, white, please don't.
White polyester.
Not polyester, but skin-tight pants, and I get this club called Dylan's, and it's 3 floors and different music on each floor, and it's just the hottest place to get in, and I'm in there, and sure enough, I walk down to the bottom floor, I'm down there, and there's this woman there that I just think is the greatest thing, and she responds totally to me, and we're dancing, and we're the center of the energy, and I'm cranking and moving. You can only imagine me dancing, a scary thought by itself, but I literally think I'm somebody. And then in the middle of the dancing, and she's really into me, it seems to me, I'm into her, I hear this, and my pants split all the way down. And of course, I'm commando at this point, just so I can really be a real masculine man. And I'm thinking, how do I get out of this moment? And plus, I got to go upstairs 2 levels to get to the main level to get out of this place. So I think after that, I changed my dress code for the future. And that was my first real dating disaster. How about you?
Okay, well, mine's actually from our relationship. We'd been dating.
Thanks a lot. Share some of ours. Okay, good.
It was a goofy moment on my part. I have a tendency to be a little bit clumsy, a tad clumsy.
Oh, just a smidge.
And I normally always wear flats just because of that fact. So we're dating about 6, 7, 8 months, and I thought we were in New York, and I thought I'll get all dolled up and sauced up. And so I get my heels on, and I'm wearing a skirt, and do my hair, and we were actually going to go to a play that night, and we ended up going to a movie. So we get to the movie theater, and it's a theater-style seating, and we're sitting up there, and I was craving something sweet. And at that time, Tone was much more strict with his diet when it came to sugar.
I hadn't had any chocolate in almost 20 years before I met this girl. And here's this girl who I think is like this nutritionist, which she was, in wheatgrass, and we go out, and she has a hot fudge sundae, and I said, what are you doing? And she goes, living, you anal bastard, or something like that. So this is early in the relationship, you understand, where I'm still very strict.
So I'm craving something sweet. So I thought, you know what, I'll pop down and get some chocolate M&Ms, some peanut M&Ms. So I go down, and I get this big bag of peanut M&Ms, and you have to, imagine I've got my skirt and my heels, and I'm walking in front of this stadium seating, and I look up at Tony, and I'm like, hi, and I trip, and I don't just fall. I mean, I fall, poof, and hit my chin, and M&Ms go flying everywhere. And it was such a classic moment, and the theater was laughing, and we were laughing, and since then I'm wearing flats. Heels are gone, and anyways, it was just a goofy, silly moment. So please share with us.
We'd like to hear yours. And I'll give you one more in the form of also a little lesson. If there's a great gift that you could give each other this week in Valentine's Day, besides remembering some of your goofy moments, your playful moments, your most romantic moments, and just really experiencing them again, letting the charge come back into your body and kind of filling back up with it, magic moments, what life's all about. So also grateful to know that if you start to have some energy in your life, if you can start to make sure that your fights are playful fights, things work out really well. I'll give you a fun example. One of the things that happened in the beginning of our relationship, we had this opportunity to go to this movie opening I'll never forget. And we were in Australia, and we're going to be coming back to the United States, but on a really tight schedule. And we'd just gotten together, and I really wanted Sage to feel like a princess, and I wanted to get her just a really amazing outfit to go to this movie opening. And I'd never been with somebody that fought me all the time about not spending any money. I call her Squeaky for short, because she's just she grew up in a family that's really tight. I grew up with nothing too, but she was really tight. So I said, I'm going to take you. I've heard there's this new designer. The guy from Prada has taken over Louis Vuitton, and let's go. I know it sounds weird, but let's go Louis Vuitton. They're supposed to have this incredible clothing. We'll go to Prada too. I want you to have just a designer outfit, so you're the queen of the ball, so to speak. She's like, no, I don't want to do this. I said, come on. So I take her there and find these incredible clothes. And they were incredible, were they not?
They were beautiful. Right? They were beautiful, yeah.
And you came out, how happy were you?
They were lovely clothes. But before I came out of the changing room, I looked at the price tag. So
No, she didn't see him at first. And she came out, and then the guy came, well...
Oh, that's right, too. Yeah. He came up, and I'd asked him, I said, sir, how much is this?
And I said, don't say anything. And before I could say anything, he told her the price. Which was sizable.
So at that moment, there was just no question. I said, honey, it just doesn't fit right. And, there's another place down the street. Why don't we just go pop down there?
So she finally says, I want to see some other places. And so I told the guy, I said, hang on to this stuff. We'll be back. So I'm not going to fight with her about this thing. You know what it's like, Louis Vuitton, you're supposed to be appropriate and quiet, and everyone's so mature, right? So we go to the place, and we go check out another place, and she keeps looking at the price tags. And it's like, please don't do this. Let me take care of you. No, it's just I don't like it. It doesn't fit right. So finally we get to DKNY, and things are a lot less expensive there. And so she loads up for bear. All this, all of that, right? And I think, okay. And I said, well, honey, I got to go back to it was true. I had to go back to the hotel. I'm doing an interview, and I got to get there because the crew's going to be there. It was for a local TV show. And I said, so you stay here. And I gave the person the credit card, and I said, you stay with the car. I'll take a taxi back. She goes, are you sure? I said, yeah, absolutely. So I get outside, and of course you probably guess what I'm going to do. I'm going to get down 3 blocks. I'm going to go buy all the stuff, right? So I get out the door, and I walked about a block. And all of a sudden, I hear, no! This screaming. And all of a sudden, I look back, and she's running like a bat out of hell straight at me. So I look at her, and I go, yes! And I go running like crazy. Now, we're running down the most expensive street that exists in Australia, in Sydney, Australia, right? And I get to the door, and boom, calm myself down, open the door very calmly, and go into Louis Vuitton, right? Make sure I'm not sweating too much, and walk up. And sure enough, I take out my credit card, and I see the sales lady coming down the steps here, and I stand here, and I said, we'll take all of those clothes, and I hand it. And just as I hand it, the door smashes open, and it's like creamer coming in, hair flying everywhere, sweating, eyes. And she comes running in and grabs the credit card right out of the salesman's hand. And I looked at her like, you are completely dead.
Yeah.
And there was this moment where she saw my eyes, she looked at the credit card, saw my eyes, and then she took the credit card and went, okay, and she gave it back to him, right? So if you can fight, if you can fight over trying to take care of each other, and you can remember some of the magic moments of your life and some of the silly moments of your life, then this week of Valentine's can be more than just another holiday where you order some red flowers or roses or something, because it's something that people do based on habit. Instead, you can make this week the beginning, a new beginning. And I hope people have a new year, new life. Why not make this Valentine's the best ever by just really cherishing what's beautiful? Because in the middle of all these stresses out there, there's magic between you. There's magic there. And if you don't have a Valentine, then maybe this will make you hungry to not settle and stay so busy with work or with stories about all the good ones are gone. Maybe it's time for you to get really clear this week about what you really want in a relationship and use your power. You know how to take what you love and what you envision and make it real. That's what life's about. So don't cheat yourself this week. So send us your embarrassing moments.
Send us your questions.
Yeah, send us your questions and we'll answer them on the blog. Send them out there. We're going to do some video responses this week. We'll gather and try to find a pattern of what's most important. And we'll send you a couple more little video gifts this week too. God bless you guys. Live with passion and happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day.